Yeah, I think so. All set? So, Coach, great game. You fought back into it after being behind by 19 points and came to tie it. 4 minutes left in the game. What was your take on what happened there? Because it was a big turnaround.
I was proud of our team because of how we scraped and scrapped our way back into it and gave ourselves a chance to win. The frustrating part is knowing that we came out flat in the first half and dug ourselves such a hole. We're in such a deficit that you do all you can. Sometimes you run out of gas at the end when you use that much energy to come back.
How do you explain that first half? I mean, it seemed like you'd kind of been building toward something better the way you'd played these last couple games.
Yeah, it caught me off guard, that's for sure, because we hadn't seen that from our team. We had seen progress. We seen more like what we did in the second half. And, maybe this year, we make progress. We took a step back today in the first half, but again, try to build on the second half. But it wasn't anything that I thought was going to happen. I thought we'd come out and do a lot better job than we did in the first half.
What were the problems that you saw?
Oh, we were just a step slow in closing out. We were a step slow in keeping them in front of us. They got to the basket on us. There were just a few miscues out there that wasn't the case in our Cal game. We were almost flawless in terms of execution defensively and what we were trying to do for the most part, but that wasn't the case here today.
Humphrey stood out in the last 4 minutes for Stanford. He really did. He had 8 points, a couple blocks. What happened there that we couldn't stop him?
Well, Humphreys is a really good basketball player, and sooner or later he was going to do something to impact the game, and he obviously did down the stretch. We were small. He took advantage of his height advantage, and he was able to help his team pull it out.
Travis coming out of the game too. He's been their stud underneath all year. Came out of the game, gave you, some kind of an advantage there. Did you actually chart something to exploit that at all?
No, with him in the game, it's just very difficult to switch, and because you didn't want a smaller guy on him because he would really make you pay for it. There were some things we had to be a lot more conservative with him in the game. When he was out of the game, we could get a little more creative.
Okay.
Is starting 1-4, do you worry about this feeling kind of creeping in that this season's getting away from you? I mean, maybe discouragement in the locker room and those sort of things?
Well, before when we lost our opener at Washington State, that's when it could have happened. But even though we didn't fare well last time on our home stand as well as we'd like to, we are going back home again. But we're going back home, in my opinion, a different team. I think this team has made progress, and now that we go back home, I don't think that that feeling is about to creep in. I think our guys will be resilient, come back, play with a lot of energy in our next game.
How do you correct that flatness coming out in this game? What steps can you take to try to correct that?
I think right now in all our guys' minds, it might be corrected already. Our guys, we know what we did. If we could have it back some kind of way, maybe it'd be different, our mindset, but our guys know. We obviously will remind them when we're at practice on Monday, but this group of guys, I think, will bounce back because we know what we did here today.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.